Welcome inside the Royal Crown Academic School on this beautiful Tuesday night here in North Toronto, January 13th, for the first of two games on the OSBA's Game of the Week doubleheader. JJ Evison, Haley Hopkinson here with you for the call, the first of which is the Royal Crown School Senior Girls Squad taking on Father John Redmond's squad. And Haley, Royal Crown undefeated in OSBA play, 7-0, sits second in the East, just one game behind Capital Courts Academy, who are 8-1 on the season, so two games in hand there. They are short, Chance Berry and Johanna Fami today, but they've got an acquisition in Paige Ford-Jor coming over from Crestwood in December. That 30-day window has expired. She's able to suit up for the Royal Crown Lions here today. And what do you expect to see from the home squad?
Yeah, I mean, it's such a talented team that even not having Chance Berry, I honestly don't think affects them that much, because they really do have the next woman up mentality. And it's just such a talented roster that I'm really expecting them to kind of just maybe play a different game a little bit, where it comes to maybe seeing who's hotter at the very beginning. But I mean, we know all of these girls here can get hot, and I think it's exciting to see Paige Ford-Jor here. I mean, we saw her play at the 2024 Nationals for Team Ontario. She was instrumental in that. She's a great presence down in the paint, so hoping for a great way for her to start off her journey here at Royal Crown, and I'm excited for this one, and I think Royal Crown is definitely going to be able to deal with their losses on the bench tonight.
When you look over at Redmond squad and you see that Naomi Shapiro's out, Zoe Campbell's out, and Rebecca Cook, one of the team's leading scorers, out, it looks like Isabella Xenofontos is going to have her hands full of, battling for rebounds, as well as Stephanie Irving. They're shorthanded, but what is it going to take for them to come away with, something competitive here? Yeah,
I think it starts right at the beginning, and with Royal Crown, they force you to take the outside shot. They force you to take the three. You can't let them bully you into taking shots that aren't quality for you guys and what you don't want to have. That's going to be really important, especially off the very beginning of this game. And of course, if you do get that shot up, you got to stop Royal Crown's transition basketball. They'll take over with a transition game like that. So I think it's important to get the shots you want, look for those, find those opportunities, and put up the best fight, especially on the glass.
We're underway. Royal Crown get the tip-off. It's Amaya Robinson joining her in the starting five. Eunicia Salgado, Akila Bailey, Ava Bloom, and Emerald Nyani getting called up as Salgado takes it to the right-hand side and opens the scoring with a lay-in. Starting five for Redmond's going to be Alora Rusnick, Elizabeth or Liz Shapiro, Stephanie Irving, Isabella Xenofontos, and Quincy Sego. Top side now, Rusnick hands it off. Xenofontos working inside into the body, dumps it off down low, one dribble, right to left, blocked by Nyani. And that's going to stay with Redmond.
I think that was a great example right there. Exactly what I'm saying is don't force them to take the outside shot right there. They did a great job of finding quick and easy passes to get into the paint right there, but that is going to be the bigger challenge here, is Royal Crown having that height advantage in this game.
Outside, Xenofontos attacks baseline, picks up the dribble, looks for the diver. It's there, left short from the hands of Shapiro. Robinson quickly into the front court, head up, dumps it off. Bailey fakes the shot. Back to Salgado, working baseline. It's going to stay with the Lions. Knocked out of bounds by Xenofontos.
Royal Crown's transition is so great, and I think that's definitely something that usually takes over in these games, especially in the beginning. So cutting that off and trying to mess with the ball handler, bringing it up the court is going to be really important.
Nani with the step through. Patience, leaves it short. Offensive rebound and the putback. Rusnick squaring up. Akila Bailey works to her left, gets over the timeline, now calls out some action. Sego, far side, working on Bloom. Back to the middle of the court, splits the defense off glass, that's good.
That's perfect. That's what it's going to be about, is taking up that space right there, finding those little lanes and not being too set on the shot if you've got space where you are.
Nani gets away with the shuffling of the feet, gets another 2 to go. So Emerald Nani's got 4 points. Unicia Salgado's got two, and the Lions are ahead 6-2, minute and a half gone in the opening quarter. Rusnick keeps the dribble alive, working on Bailey. Hands it off, Liz Shapiro, top side. Late in the shot clock, 7 seconds left, dials it up from the corner. That's left short, Bloom with the rebound. Quickly, Bailey has an open lane. Shot clock malfunction. We're gonna keep it at 21 here. And right now, it doesn't look like Redmond's forcing anything. They're being pretty patient on the offensive side. And what you know about the Lions is they're going to press you from the time the ball's inbounded until you get to the rack. So you've got to be patient. Nani under the basket again. Left it short. Another offensive rebound. She's tough.
Yeah, that's going to be probably one of the biggest components in this game for Redmond here, is you got to put a body on her because she could do that all game long.
Here's Irving trying to get closer to the basket. Just drags that pivot foot. Lions back on the prowl. Keela Bailey looking for Salgado on the near elbow. Back to Bailey, who had relocated. Pump fake to the rack. Count the basket and the foul for Keela Bailey. That's going to be the first foul on Stephanie Irvine. And that's another thing, that when you're short bodies, that like this Redmond team is today, you've got to be disciplined and stay out of foul trouble.
Absolutely. That's a massive component as well. And I think those kind of possessions where they really give the Lions a great chance to really come up the floor, those are when the biggest stops are needed, because transition, sometimes there's nothing you can do about that. You don't want to get in foul trouble, but those ones right there, big plays.
Irvine now, top of the key. One dribble, looking for somebody. She dumps it off to Sego. Sego with a nice step through, underhand, too strong, and another rebound for Emerald Nani. Amaya Robinson now, far side, headed to Duquesne University next year. Dumps it down to Salgado, who misses. That's knocked out of bounds. Will stay with the Lions. So Johanna Fami out for the rest of the season after suffering that knee injury towards the end of last year here in this gymnasium. She's rehabbing that right now. Talked to her before the game. She knows it's a long road and is going to be patient as Akila Bailey drills the three from the corner. 6 points now for Bailey in the opening minutes. Rusnick gets the step, hands it off. Sego works to the middle. Near turnover, kick ball. We get our first trio of substitutions. In for Redmond is Abigail DiCristo. Out goes Liz Shapiro. And Bloom and Bailey both out for the Lions, bringing in Victoria Stephen and Shekinah Bani. Salgado takes the handoff, gives it right back to Robinson. She wants the screen from Nani, works over top. There's Stephen. One dribble low into the paint, couldn't connect. Sego turns up court, kicks it to the corner. Not a clean pass, so they'll reset at the top. Xenofontos hands it off. Extra pass. DeCristo from distance. Count it.
That was perfect right there. It looked like at the beginning of the play they didn't totally use the numbers to their advantage, but ended up working out.
Nani inside again, going to work. 8 first quarter points for Emerald Nani. Rusnick now taking on Robinson, gets the first step, kicks it to the corner. Robinson got there on the closeout. They'll reset. Irvine top side. She sets the screen. Sego Her paint work and her footwork is phenomenal.
It absolutely is. She's able to pivot around and really use that pivot foot to her advantage.
Quickly the other say, Robinson couldn't get it to go. DeCristo into the front court. No lanes opening up, so she pulls it back out. And Redmond have been operating quite well in the half court, getting to their sets and getting comfortable with what they like to run. Good defense here by Steven. Irving inside. 2 on the shot clock. Gets it up. Nothing's there. Nani collects the loose ball quickly to Victoria Steven, who couldn't catch up with it. And that's a turnover. We got a trio of Lions coming in. It's going to be Beata Musa, Ailey Marshall, and Abigail Solomon wearing number 15. Redmond back on the hunt. Sego working on Victoria Steven, decides to dish it. Xenofontos inside, nice back cut. Couldn't connect, offensive rebound. Audrey Hoffer count the basket and the foul. Oh, correction, the ball didn't go through the hoop.
Okay, yes.
So 2 shots upcoming here for Hoffer. And that foul's gonna go on Musa, her first of the game.
Well, that was a great couple sequences right there for Redmond to get a little higher on the board right there. I think maybe they're being a little too stuck to their designated plays that they really want to get done, and there's not totally enough movement from the other girls around the ball. So moving a little bit more on offense is definitely going to help, and in the last couple of sequences, we've definitely seen that show.
Victoria Steven dumps it off to Bonnie, far side. The screen comes from Musa. Bonnie, nice dribble inside, left hand off glass. Wow.
And she's just incredible.
Playing up against, the older girls. Still gets to her spots and then picks up the foul. 2 coming in for Redmond. Liz Shapiro and Stephanie Irvine back on the court. Shapiro tries to shake Bonnie, loses control, and Bonnie picks it up.
We're going to reset this shot clock. Okay? 21, please. 21. 21, please. 21.
Shot clock will be reset to 21. 4:08 left in the opening quarter. The Lions doubling up Redmond early, 18-9 for the home side. Bonnie has it, top side, gives it up. Abigail Solomon attacks baseline, gets the step, couldn't connect. Rebound, knocked out to the perimeter by Musa. Left wide open, Victoria Stevens gonna step through with the left. And the rim's not very friendly in the opening quarter here to the home team. Offensive rebound number 3, not gonna go. Musa, 4 straight chances for the Lions and they come up empty.
Ooh, that's good, great discipline right there, though. Cannot foul on that. There's a lot of attempts there.
DeCristo has it knocked out of bounds. As we get a pair of Redmond players coming back, Elora Rusnick and Elena Garofalo, seeing her for the first time tonight. A lot of action on the far side. Rusnick can't shake Bonnie. And that's going to be a travel. Couldn't make her mind up what she wanted to do with it. Had a couple of options. Keep it, dish it, or throw it inside. Just struggled with making that decision.
Right, and a little more certainty from the entire team. The next time out, I'm sure that's something that they're going to be talking about a little bit.
Good job by Marshall to keep it inbounds. Solomon dumps it off down low. Musa through contact, count it. Second foul is going to go on Irvine.
Thank you.
Beata Musa to the line. Rebound corralled by Irvine. It's a numbers game here for Redmond. Top side, left for Hoffer. She puts the dribble on, trying to shake Abigail Solomon. Inside, extra pass, too hot to handle, and that's a turnover.
Yeah, offense not totally clicking right now for Redmond. I think their defense is definitely playing a little stronger here, and they're getting a little lucky with the score right now that the Lions haven't been able to make a lot of these shots that they regularly do. But you can't guarantee that's going to stay that way for much longer, especially in any game with Royal Crown here. But Redmond definitely need to pick it up a little bit quicker, and I think the pace on offense.
Marshall from distance misses everything. Rain Marie Luke checking in there at the last stoppage. The Canadian Nationals champion 15U MVP for Ontario squad that won gold here in the province last summer.
Yeah, she played absolutely amazing and was definitely a big leader on that team. So, I mean, this Royal Crown team has so many leaders, but you definitely have another one in her.
And Paige Forjor checking in now. We get our first look at her in a Royal Crown uniform, and that's going to stay with Redmond on the deflection out of bounds. Quickly into the front court. Shapiro accepts the pass. Picked up by Marshall. Marshall also almost comes away with the strip. Inside, dump off. Irvine can't connect. Shapiro with the rebound, the putback, and the foul against Ailey Marshall. Shapiro, the fourth Redmond player to find the score sheet in the opening quarter. It's a 9-point game. She's got the chance to make it an 8-point game here at the free throw line for the and one play. Bonnie over the timeline, leaves it for Luke. Waiting for the action. Here's Bonnie. Whip through, dribble between the legs, fading, and not sure that Coach Leanne Osei is going to like that offensive possession.
No, but that was some great defense from Rusnick right there.
Rusnick now on the offensive, looking for a lane, dumps it to the corner, shot is up. That swirls around a few times and falls for Shapiro. She's got 6 points. 5-point game, under 2 to go in the opening quarter. And if Redmond can keep getting looks like that and knocking them down, it could be a tough match for the Lions here on out. Marshall, catch and shoot from the far corner, too strong. Right into the hands of Elena Garofalo. Rusnick swivels the hips, gets the lane, into the body, left-hand scoop, doesn't go. Forjor battling for the rebound, but loses it out of bounds. Keela Bailey's coming in for Shekinah Bonnie. Coach Osei wants to end the quarter strong. One of the more reliable guards for this Lions squad.
Most definitely.
Xenofontos from distance, high arcing shot, and that's out of bounds. Back into the game, Quincy Sago. Out goes Garofalo. Lions ball, 1:27 to go in the opening frame. Rain Marie Luke calling out the screen, works to her left, keeps the dribble alive, all the way to the rack. Textbook.
That was perfect. The help defense was not there, and she just took it all the way.
Rusnick gets the step, back to the middle, leaves it for Xenofontos. Into the body of Solomon. Dead ball, coming to get it. Shapiro turns around, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Irvine through some contact, and Paige Forjor is going to get called for the foul. Irvine misses on the first. Still looking for her first points of the game. Had a couple of looks from underneath the basket, but the way that the Lions gravitate towards the interior on the defensive side is makes that really difficult.
For real, and she does not shy away from any of that contact, so it's not, doesn't have to be a lane for her to attempt, but at least if she can get to that line.
Luke works back to her left, dumps it off for Jor. Hands off to Marshall, top of the key. Inside for Jor, has position with the left. No, good defense there by Irvine, who did enough to stay disciplined. She's playing with 2 fouls, remember. Rusnik hands it off, Shapiro, top side. She's got the mismatch, wants to go back at Bailey into a 3 bodies, kicks it out. 3 is up, back iron. Rebound fought for, and it's gonna be jump ball possession favoring Redmond. 7-point game, 22 seconds on the game clock, 14 on the shot clock. Redmond ball, Quincy Sago to trigger, over the top. Almost a backcourt violation on the inbound pass. Xenofontos hands it off. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Inside, Rusnik. She gets the contact. Late in the shot clock, bailed out by the Lions. So Rusnik to the free throw line, fouls on Marshall, and they're out of team fouls. That's Marshall's second of the game.
Rusnik and Shapiro doing a great job working together. I mean, at the beginning of the game, I think a couple bad looks definitely shook their confidence, but if the two of them can take over and really control that offense, I think they definitely have a great shot in this game. But again, can't forget that after this quarter is done, we know Royal Crown's going to hear about a lot of those missed shots right there, which is out of character. So definitely staying strong till the very end here for Redmond.
5-point lead for the Lions, 8 seconds left in the first quarter. Luke kicks it to the corner, extra pass, Solomon from distance, front iron, rebound corralled by Xenofontos, and that will do it for the opening 10 as the home team takes a 22-17 lead into the first quarter break. We'll step aside for a quick timeout. We'll be back with second quarter action from the Royal Crown Academic School. You're watching the OSBA Game of the Week live on OSBA TV on YouTube. Don't go anywhere.
We built this for Canadian Hoops fans. From rising youth talent to Team Canada stars, follow it all in one spot. Talk hoops, share takes, earn points, and unlock exclusive rewards all in one place. Score a trip to watch your favorite Canada basketball athlete, sign gear, exclusive merch, and VIP moments with your favorite players. From every province, for every player. This is for us. It's easier if we just show you.
A relatively low-scoring quarter for some of the Lions' regular contributors. Unicia Salgado, just 2 points. Haley Marshall held pointless. Rain Marie Luke, just 2 points. It's Emerald Nani who's leading the charge for the home team. 8 points in the opening quarter. And a flurry of offensive rebounds giving her those opportunities as we begin the second quarter here between Royal Crown and Redmond. Swallowed up and turned over the first possession out of the quarter break for the Lions. And Akila Bailey just had 2 bodies on her quick and couldn't get out of it.
But that really fired up the Redmond bench. I mean, I think nearing the end of that first quarter, they definitely picked step up. Their offense was looking a little bit better here, so to start off with a fiery play like that is all you can ask for here.
And then on the offensive side, great ball movement to get an open look from Quincy Sago, she just couldn't knock it down. Inside, turned over. Oh, loose ball on the ground, and Irving's going to come away with it. Sago working down the right-hand side. Top side, Xenofontos, extra pass to the corner. Shapiro inside. That's off the fingertips of Steph Irvine and out of bounds.
I think that's definitely the next step for them. You can see with multiple attempts trying to get the ball to her, and it's definitely difficult with some really tall players that keeps matching up with her, but getting it to her, because she does have great positioning down there, is definitely going to take their offense next level.
Good entry pass, Salgado off the glass. And there she is, immediately impacting the second quarter here. Getting position down low, quick turnaround, hand up, showing the target for the pass coming from the hands of Emerald Nani. So that Nani-Salgado connection, extra step through, couldn't get it to go for Shapiro, and now the Lions have numbers. Salgado keeps and makes 4 straight points for Eunicia Salgado.
Yep, that's definitely more like it for her, and those are those really quick transition buckets that are going to start to punish Redmond if they can't put a stop to that.
Sago has it at distance. Entry pass trying to break up the zone. Irving just squares up and shoots. Couldn't get it to fall. And now Bailey working on the far side. Uses that screen to get a lane on the right off glass. Sago blocked by Salgado. Watch out, Pouliot's got a lane. The pass meant to let her, it just didn't. She couldn't catch up to it.
Nope.
Ten-point game, 2 minutes gone in the second quarter. Quincy Sago back to the top side, all the way to the far side, and still looking for a lane and somebody to break up this zone defense here. Inside, too hot to handle. Nani, Pouliot, feet set, shot up, front iron for Jor with the offensive rebound, uses her body to get position. And Paige Ford-Jor has got her first 2 points in a Lions uniform.
And that is just a great way to do it right there. That's one of her specialties for sure. She doesn't panic when she gets the ball. She can take up space and get the right angle, and she comes away with the basket right there.
First quarter was a big flurry of scoring early for Royal Crown, as is the start to this second. And if Redmond have learned anything from playing this team so far in this game, it's that they've just got to stick with it.
Yeah.
They'll get their chances, and when they do, they've got to connect.
100%.
The ball movement on the offensive side for Redmond has been really good.
Yeah. No, it totally has, and it just seems like after kind of those bigger plays with a lot of components, whether it's a make or a miss, they're just a little slow to come back, and that's when the transition of Royal Crown really beats them, and it's Salgado in specific. She's so quick and so speedy, so shot goes up, you go in for if it's there, but you got to make those decisions quicker and hustle back.
Even the guards need to start collapsing into the paint when the shots are up. Like, Royal Crown just do such a good job of offensively rebounding. You know, and the one thing that, you know, they do is when they get that rebound, they do tend to bring it down low, which makes it a little bit available for stealing.
Yeah.
If you can get some of your guards back to get their hands in there, maybe knock it loose, you turn some of those second chance opportunities into turnovers.
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of them, like, they put up big numbers with steals as it is on Redmond with Shapiro and Rusnick for sure. They have a lot of games where all of a sudden there's 4 steals right there, so I think it's got to be shifting back into that mentality. I mean, Royal Crown, great defensing team and rebounding team. You need everybody's help here to try to get those extra opportunities.
It's Redmond basketball, 7:43 until the half. 28-17, the home team's ahead. Coming up next, the Royal Crown Lions men's team taking on Code Academy Cougars. That's bound to be a good one as well. Lamar Murray moving over to Code Academy from Orangeville.
Yes.
And, of course, the Bilodeau brothers from Quebec. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Baseline inbound. Sago to trigger. Quickly in. Irvine, top side. Shapiro. 5 on the shot clock. The pass intended for Sego is sent out of bounds. Miscommunication. And Ava Bloom's going to come back in for Jord to the bench for Royal Crown. Akila Bailey. Nani at the elbow. Kicks it to the corner. Pouliot resets. They're trying to find Salgado inside, but Sego's doing a good job keeping her on her hip. Turnaround. Nani. Front iron. Offensive rebound. Salgado pulls it out. Checks around. Good defense there by Sego to deny the ball to Nani, and it's going to go with Redmond.
Yeah, that was great defense right there. I mean, Nani punished Redmond early in this game, and seeing her on the court can't be a great feeling for them, so I know they definitely have to step it up, and they know that too.
Turnover. Bailey on the run with the left. It's good. 10 points for Akila Bailey. Leads all scorers in the game. Having a hard time getting it over the half, and another turnover. Emerald Nani to Bailey to Pouliot. Textbook basketball. One dribble pass, and in the hoop. Xenofontos playing give and go with Rusnik to the far side. Nani gets fingertips on it. Irvine looking for it. That's going to stay with Redmond as we get a substitution. Abigail DeCristo checks into the game as Liz Shapiro will get a breather. Sego catches it on the near wing, works back to the middle. Paint's clogged, extra pass, Rusnik, deep three, back iron. Bloom quickly ahead. Bailey has lots of daylight, slows it down and gets it to go.
And that's the issue right there with the rebounding. You either have to commit fully, go after that ball, or you have to get back. You got to decide between one because they're not slowing down with this transition.
Sego has it, resets. Rusnik wide open. That one's just off the side of the iron into the corner, and Salgado will let it dribble out of bounds. More substitutions. Amaya Robinson, Beata Musa into the game for the home team. Meanwhile, Audrey Hoffer checks in for Redmond. Here comes Bailey over the timeline. Wants the screen to the left. Salgado catches it, top of the key, squares up, shoots. That's off the side. Kept alive by DeCristo. The handoff to Sego. She works to the left. Jab steps. The pass not quite clean enough.
Nope.
And the headman pass for Salgado out of the reach. It was a 3-on-2. Not sure that Coach Leanna Jose is going to like where that pass ended up. Force the defense to make a decision there, right? If you have numbers, just run until somebody comes to you, and somebody else is going to be open. DeCristo. Xenofontos. Shooting practice. Nothing but nylon. And Isabella Xenofontos is on the score sheet now with a triple of her own. 14-point game, 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Musa, strong catch, strong take. Xenofontos right there to alter the trajectory, and that's good defense, leading to the turnover.
That is great defense. That's exactly what you need to do in that situation. No one on Redmond's going to have an easy time doing that, but between her and Irvin, they're doing a great job kind of sharing that load as Irvin's just on the bench for a little break here. But again, with those limited numbers, it's about making it count while you're on the court here.
Shapiro back into the game. Leaves it for DeCristo, working to the left. Strong take on the baseline. Steps out of bounds.
Yeah, just those turnovers are starting to add up a little more and more here.
Salgado's going to head to the bench for the Lions as Victoria Stephen gets back on the court. Here's Amaya Robinson, headed to Duquesne University next season. Dumps it off to Stephen at the elbow. And it's an offensive foul on Beata Musa. as Xenofontos was just pushed repetitively down to the block, fighting for position. Shikanabani doing a good job staying in front of DeCristo. Redmond keeping it on the perimeter. Here's Sego, far side. Shapiro works to the basket and drags that pivot foot. Tough to stop on a dime when you've got that much momentum.
Definitely, and that's few now offensive possessions. We've had some turnovers that we got to cut out of this game here if they want a chance, but they're doing a great job staying in it, but need more of that offense.
Amaya Robinson put it on the highlight reel. Between the legs, James Harden step back from distance, tickling the twine. Here's Shapiro, dumps it off, turns it over. Steven to Robinson. Bonnie, far side. Back to Robinson, left alone. All sorts of daylight. Oh, a couple of rims and out. Loose ball, and that's going to stay with the Lions. Beata Musa doing a good job fighting for that loose ball. 50-50 ball is obviously a big part of the conversation for this home team. You win that portion of the game, and there's a good chance you come away with the outcome.
For sure, and they do a great job setting up because they trust her in that case scenario to have some of Royal Crown players head to back so that they can cut off any sort of transition.
Bonnie has a lane open up, kicks it to the corner, extra pass. Robinson gets a defender in the air, attacks, jump stop, through contact. Count it. It's a 20-point lead now. Lions ahead. 3:20 to go until the half. Sego catch and shoot. Front iron, Bloom with the rebound. Victoria Stephen headmans it to Robinson. Musa wanted it over top. Bloom's there, far side. Extra move, no good. Xenofontos grabs the board. DeCristo to Xenofontos, hands it back off. Shikanabani doing a good job staying with her assignment. Dead ball, extra pass. In and out for Hoffer. And here comes Victoria Stephen. It's a track race. Off the glass and good. And Victoria Stephen is now the 10th player to find the score sheet for Royal Crown. Denying that was Beata Musa, who just jogs down the court and lays it in.
Yeah, important here for Redmond to try to close out this half with some strong offense. We saw it in the end of the first quarter, but too many wasted offensive possessions right here.
Xenofontos with the catch, looking for the dump off to Hoffer. Knocked out of bounds, will stay with Redmond as we get a pair of substitutions. Stephanie Irvine back onto the court alongside Elena Garofalo and Ellie Rusnick. Fort George back onto the court for the home team with Rain Marie Luke, Haley Marshall. And can Redmond figure out this zone defense? Got to keep an eye on the inbounder. That one's overcooked. Luke. Middle of the floor from end to end, gets it to go.
It's just so quick. There's no winning whether you try to step in front of her or get an arm in there.
Shikanabani doing a good job keeping her feet shuffling. Here's Hoffer into the corner. Shapiro dials it. Front iron. Rebound. Marshall. Victoria Stephen dumps it off. Bonnie, a lane opens up. Floater from the mid-range, no good. Minute and a half left. Shapiro dismisses the dump off. Tough for a big to catch a pass that low.
It is. The connection between Shapiro and Irving has not been great in the first half of this game, and hopefully that's something that can be a little more prioritized in the second half of this game or in the last minute 20 to close it out here, because that seems to be the one part of their game that's really missing right now.
Luke kicks it out. Bonnie dials it up, misses everything. Rain Marie Luke with the rebound on the offensive side. Marshall swings it. 60 seconds to play until the half. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Victoria Stephen wanted it the whole time. For Jor inside, kicks it out. Marshall back inside, looking for the extra pass, and just a little bit wild at the end of that shot clock. Probably should have taken that from the corner. Rusnik dumps it off to Shapiro. For Jor knocks that loose. Bonnie accepts the pass, one dribble, left hand, no good. Redmond have numbers. Irvine back to Garofalo. Shapiro inside. Stolen by Steven. Marshall, and they'll hold for the last shot. Rain Marie Luke, top side, 10 seconds to go. Between the leg, one dribble, shot from deep, off the mark, and Shapiro's just going to hold it and dribble it out. It's a 27-point lead for Royal Crown after 20 minutes played here at the Royal Crown Academic School OSBA Game of the Week, Game 1 of 2. It's halftime. When we come back, we'll have Haley's halftime adjustments and bring you second half action. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back inside the Royal Crown Academic School Gymnasium on this beautiful Tuesday, January 13th evening. Game 1 of 2 of the OSBA's Game of the Week has the Redmond team in town to take on Royal Crown School. It is 47-20 for the Lions. They're ahead comfortably after 20 minutes of play. J.J. Evison, Haley Hopkinson here with you on the call. It's now time for Haley's halftime adjustments. What are you looking for moving forward for this Redmond squad, and what did you like from the first half from them?
Yeah, I really liked the ball movement. I think that was probably one of the brighter spots they had in the first half of that game. I think my key adjustments is these rebounds. I think they're wasting a lot of potential that they have in this game. They need to commit to the rebounds and crash in and go after it with full effort, or they need to get back. There's a lot of standing around in between those awkward moments, and we're just seeing Royal Crown players' feet move. We need that, and during transition basketball and just pushing the ball up, because we know that Royal Crown loves the press. If we're passing to players who aren't ball handlers, they still need to dribble. They're putting the entire sequence to a screeching halt, because now we're just letting the Royal Crown players get back and under their basket and set up. So if we're going for transition and trying to get it up, and they usually have those numbers, we need to use that dribble a little bit more. I think their shots are going to fall. That's just settling into this game a little bit more, and of course limiting those turnovers as much as possible, but all those were kind of different and their own mistakes in its own. So I think cleaner basketball is definitely going to be there and need to help them in the second half.
Akila Bailey leads all scorers in the game with 12 points for Royal Crown. What adjustments are you hoping to see from the Lions squad?
I think Akila Bailey is doing a fantastic job in this one. I think still using those bigs. We didn't see too much of that in that second quarter especially, but when they're on the court, got to use them. Those are easy buckets and nearly guaranteed for them, no matter who it is, no matter which big is under there. And I think they started off strong with it, but pushing them out of the paint on offense, pushing Redmond out of the paint, and they'll really be able to lock down on defense.
Ava Bloom from distance leaves it short. Rebound falls into the hands of Shapiro. She leaves it for Ruzinik. And the shot clock was not reset, so we'll put it to 18. Neither team getting points on their first offensive possession. All 8 of Emerald Nani's points came in that first quarter where she started the game really hot. 8 points and 4 offensive rebounds.
And like we've been talking about with Redmond's limited amount of height tonight, with a shorter bench as well, they can only do so much. They're going to get tired at some point, so capitalizing on that especially is going to be important.
Sago loses it but gets it right back. Looking inside, Irvine's there. One dribble to the left, and she'll get it off the side of the backboard, kick it out. Shot is up. Xenofontos can't connect, and now Eunicia Salgado finds Bailey. Feet set, shooting practice. Bailey drops another three-pointer in the bucket. Pressure here for the Lions. Irvine to the near wing. Shapiro resets, swings. Rusnick dials it up. Back iron. Akila Bailey turns it into an odd man rush. Salgado kicks it out. Amaya Robinson, no good. Loose ball. Xenofontos snatches it. Rusnick to the middle of the floor. Works left, hands it off. Shapiro, top side. Xenofontos, back to Shapiro. She'll use that screen. Couldn't get away from Salgado. Sago, unable to connect, and Nani with the rebound. Salgado, middle of the floor. High stepping through the lane with the right.
Getting through 3 players right there. She's just on fire.
Feels like conditioning might play a factor in this game at some point. Irvine squares up, shoots. She had the whole lane, not sure why she didn't put the rock to the deck and attack downhill. Robinson almost travels. Here's Akila Bailey on the wing. Between the legs, from the elbow. No good. Xenofontos with the rebound. And that's going to stay with Redmond. Victoria Stephen in, Ava Bloom will check out. Quincy Sago to trigger for Redmond. And she'll go through the lane looking for it on the far wing. Good defense by Steven. Oh, nice give and go with Rusnik and Xenofontos as Rusnik gets fouled. First foul against Salgado. Rusnik's got 2 points, both from the free throw line. And she makes it 3-4-3 with 1 to go, making it potentially 4 for 4. And she stays perfect from the charity stripe as Forjor checks in. Salgado back to the bench for the Lions. Bonnie in for Bailey. Bonnie has it over the timeline as Amaya Robinson comes over a pair of screens. Pass behind her, but she keeps it. Gives it back. And just floated in there by Emerald Nyani. Here's some more of that zone defense. The touchdown pass. Left short, off the rim. Sego, offensive rebound. Irvine couldn't get it over Nani. Tapped to Amaya Robinson. And she'll jot over the timeline. Think about the three. Almost have it stolen. Forjor has possession. 3 seconds in the key. A few seconds too many. Turnover Lions.
Now, especially right here, we're seeing a pretty generic press right here, and the press break shouldn't be as tricky as it is right now. We need to see feet moving, and usually before we even cross half, that's where the play comes to a halt.
Xenofontos leaves it for Sego. She gets inside, leaves it short, and here comes the Lions again. Shekinah over the top. Emerald Nani lets her defender blow by and finishes it. Bonnie's up to 12, or scratch that, Nani's up to 12 points in the game. So the ball's moving, but no lanes are opening up here for Redmond. Quincy Sego takes the handoff. Tries to get by Amaya Robinson, but she gets fouled on the way up. So Amaya Robinson picks up the foul. As Quincy Sego goes to the charity stripe.
The ball is definitely moving, but the feet aren't. And it seems like it's more of a, when the ball's not in my hand, that's that girl's problem. She's got to figure out how to get through these players, and it's got to be fatigue a little bit as well. We see these girls, they're gassed. I mean, they have a shorter bench. But there needs to be just more off-ball movement, and that's one thing that Royal Crown is doing, and that's why they're successful right now, and that's why Redmond is having such a hard time finding lanes, because they're not moving around the Royal Crown defensemen anywhere.
Abigail Solomon wants to screen for Forjort. Has it nearly stolen by Rusnik, and that's going to be a jump ball possession favoring the Lions. Maya Robinson to trigger from the baseline. .548 left in the third quarter, 7 seconds on the shot clock for Royal Crown. Forjor quickly around the rim. Bonnie tries to get fancy with it, and that's a double dribble. Got to keep that ball humming when it comes to you.
Mm-hmm.
Sego working on Robinson. Splits a pair of defenders, but there's contact on the way through. It's going to be a non-shooting foul. And Robinson picks up her second in the matter of 60 seconds. Hoffer, catch and shoot. A little long. Loose ball. Victoria Stephen keeps it alive. Shekinah Bonnie quickly. Robinson now on the near wing. Forjor gets it inside. The double comes. Forjor just dominates through it.
Right, and she's not just parked there. She's moving around to try to get an easier pass. Like, she's the best big you can have on your team right there. She makes it easy for everybody.
Sego to Xenofontos. The two collide at the top of the key. Nice back cut. Rusnik off the iron 3 times and out. Offensive rebound. And Quincy Sego gets it to go. (58-24) Royal Crown ahead of Redmond here on a Tuesday night. Shekinah Bonnie dancing on the perimeter, gets to the elbow, keeps the dribble alive, hop, step, count the basket, and the foul. And Shapiro picks up her first foul of the game. We got a timeout on the floor. 4:38 to go, 60-24. The Lions ahead, but they're down 2 key players in Chance Berry and Johanna Fahmy, obviously, out with that knee injury. Berry out with that wrist injury. As they get ready to go deep into the postseason here this year, they are, the team to beat.
Yeah, absolutely. And even just Paige Fordor being available to play now, it's just more and more reasons, and it is a great game for Paige to be here and debuting here, because she's obviously, with those absences as well, she's a very important and crucial player to this team now for sure.
You mentioned earlier that Redmond were playing shorter than Royal Crown. Every team that Royal Crown goes against has a shorter bench.
Exactly.
It's kind of wild. Like Royal Crown can floor 3 different units if they wanted to. And I think that just goes to talk about the excellence of the program.
Right.
From top to bottom, from coming in as, grade 9s and getting the exposure. And what it means to not just be a great teammate and a great basketball player, but, to respect the sport and develop as an individual. So Shekinah Bonnie to the line for the and one opportunity. Back iron. Rebound collected by Ellie Rusnik.
I think that's the effort that I was talking about earlier right there. She attacked that ball.
Leaves it for Shapiro. Good closeout by Rain Marie Luke. The pass intended for Rusnik in the corner ends up in the second row of the stands. Bonnie dumps it off to Bailey. For Jor. Comes to set the screen, but not where Bailey wanted it. So she attacks baseline, kicks it out. Knocked out of bounds from Garofalo, where she was in a good defensive position. Solomon wanted it at the free throw line. Luke gets to the elbow and elevates for Jor. Offensive rebound. Shot clock's reset to 11. It didn't get reset after the ball grazed the rim. So the Lions have it, but with 11 on the shot clock, 3:51 on the game clock, ahead 60-24. Luke to trigger, into Bonnie. Foul's going to go on Audrey Hoffer for the hold. As Abigail Solomon does a great job of getting position and demanding the ball. Bonnie into the paint, coughs it up. Shapiro all alone. Akila Bailey swipes down, gets contact, and Liz Shapiro will go to the line. Shapiro on the first of two.
And Shapiro's committed to Brock University, so she'll be playing for the Badgers next year.
I grew up just down the hill, I should say, from Brock University. They're in St. Catharines, Ontario. Went to high school at Dennis Morris. We had a good basketball team.
Amazing.
Good friend of mine, Didi Mukundi, led that team a couple years in a row. I mean, that's me thinking back a long time now. Solomon up top, looking for a lane. Gets inside, no good. Beata Musa with the offensive rebound. Foul's going to be called on the floor before the upward motion. And that's Shapiro's second of the game. DeCristo checks in as Shapiro will catch a breather. Solomon with the floater in the middle of the paint. No. Musa couldn't corral the rebound, and that goes out of bounds. Redmond basketball. Ruzinik doing a good job of making Bonnie swivel those hips. Quincy Sago tries to shake Luke, can't do it. Travel called. And anywhere you turn on the court, there's three white jerseys ready to accept the challenge.
Absolutely, and just not enough communication for Redmond right now.
.245 to go in the third quarter. Shekinah Bonnie with it, top side. Beata Musa. And the Lions get another 3 second in the key violation here in the third quarter.
Yeah, awkward turnovers. Very awkward for this.
Here's Ruzinik, picked up by Bonnie. Look at the way she moves her feet left to right. Ruzinik dumps it off for DeCristo, stolen by Pouliot. 2-on-1. She's got Luke to her left, fakes the pass, takes it the whole way. The entire gym got faked out by that one. Shekinah Bonnie picks up the foul. And that's the fifth team foul against the Lions, so Redmond are shooting free throws here as we get our first look at Belle Cabella checking in, number 30 in white. At the free throw line, Ellie Ruzinik. She's 4 of 4 from the charity stripe so far in the game.
She's another player on this team. Knowing where she's going next year as well, she'll be going to Nipissing for basketball, the Lakers. So, yeah, just the two of them so far, from what I could find, are committed so far. But that's got to be nice to know, and they're doing a good job leading here.
Hoffer picks up her second foul of the game, fighting for that rebound. Just over 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Lions ahead 62-25. Shekinah Bonnie looking over the top. Nani makes her move to the left. Clears out some space. Patience. Gets it to go. 6 points here in the third quarter for Emerald Nani. Ruzinik gets by Bonnie. Kicks it to the corner. DeCristo attacks. Bonnie knocks it out of bounds. Sago to trigger on the baseline. Quickly in, Irvine. Top side, DeCristo. Outside, Hoffer, feet set, shots up. Too far. Rain-Marie Luke with the rebound, pushing the pace, middle of the floor. Elevates off glass, why not? That's the second straight line drive Rain-Marie Luke's had this game. Hoffer thought about it. Shekinah Bonnie did a good job closing out. Inside, Irvine makes her move on Cabella. Draws the foul. She's going to go to the charity stripe for 2.
I think for Redmond, that was a much better possession for them. We saw a lot more off-ball movement, which just opened up so many more passes and lanes for the ball to eventually get into Irvine there, and it was a good attempt down in the post. And we'll see if she can make these 2 count.
The first is cash. Irvine's already 1 of 2 from the charity stripe before this trip. Looking to make it 3 of 4 on the night, and does. Here's Luke on the far side. It's at the elbow, kicks it to the corner. Marshall decides not to take it. Extra pass, Nani into the body of Irvine, and she'll go back to the charity stripe. Swish, swish on the first. Nani's now tied Akila Bailey for the game high. 15 points, looking to steal the game high scoring for herself, and does. Now 16 points in the game for Emerald Nani. DeCristo works down the left-hand side, picked up by Pouliot. Dumps it off, Irvine. Off-ball movement. Looking for Sago, it's not there, so she swings it to Shapiro. Into the corner, shots up, too strong. Irvine gets fingertips on it, but couldn't corral it. .30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Rain-Marie Luke working with Cabella. Gets to her spot, elevates, jumper, no good. Loose ball. Nani with the rebound. Pouliot looking inside. No, right back to Nani. Makes her move to the left. Finishes with the left and keep adding points to the score sheet for Emerald Nani. She is up to 18. And that ball touches Pouliot as she's standing out of bounds, unaware of where the ball was, it seems. DeCristo, 5 seconds left in the quarter. Works to her left, working on Marshall. Nothing's there, kicks it out. Irvine throws it up, can't connect. And at the end of 3 quarters, Royal Crown Academic School ahead. Oh, before that, we've got contact on the arm of the shooter, so 3 free throws coming up here for Steph Irvine. So it'll be half a second put back on the clock. Irvine sinks the first.
Can't put 0.5, just put 1. Just put 1 second. 1 second is what we need. That's on the whole one. Hey, good job.
And a 3-for-3 trip there. As the quarter now comes to an end, it's a 40-point lead for the Lions. Royal Crown ahead comfortably. We'll step aside for the quarter break and bring you the last 10 minutes of action. You're watching the OSBA Games of the Week here from the Royal Crown Academic School live on OSBA TV on YouTube.
Wet Grip Microfiber wicks away sweat to maintain superior handles. Spalding Shooter Seam is designed for instant ball recognition. Rotationally balanced butyl bladder provides ultimate air. Official high school game ball of over 20 state adoptions. Built for hardwood hooping.
We built this for Canadian Hoops fans. From rising youth talent to Team Canada stars, follow it all in one spot. Talk hoops, share takes, earn points, and unlock exclusive rewards all in one place. Score a trip to watch your favorite Canada basketball athlete, sign gear, exclusive merch, and VIP moments with your favorite players. From every province, for every player. This is for us. It's easier if we just show you.
10 minutes left to play here in the first of two games on this OSBA Game of the Week on YouTube. Coming up next, Royal Crown Lions senior boys taking on the Code Cougars. The top seed in the East taking on the third seed as Ailey Marshall gets the steal, leaves it for Pouliot, into the lane, off glass with the left. Shot out of a cannon here to start the fourth quarter. Marshall shuffling those feet, staying in front of DeCristo. Making life difficult for the Redmond guard, and she tried to connect with Shapiro. That lands out of bounds. And quickly, coming from the bench, Ellie Ruzinik for DeCristo. Here's Bailey over the timeline. Controlling the offense for the Lions, finds Marshall. She's picked up right away by Ruzinik. Inside for Jor, another 3 seconds in the key violation. And it's just, they're a step behind in those entry pass plays.
I think that's the third of this game.
2 in the third, 1 here in the fourth. Ruzinik tries to shake Marshall, finds Irvine, back to the basket, looking for a diver. Entry pass, just put her teammate in a bad position there. Victoria Stephen headmans it to Marshall. Marshall in the lane, through contact, and that's going to go to Redmond. Ruzinik over the timeline, dumps it off for Hoffer. Inside, looking for the back cut by Sego. Just missed her. Bailey with the ball in her hands again. Here comes Marshall. Inside, Steven. Back outside, Bailey to the corner. Pouliot dials it. That's off the back iron. Forjora swallows up the rebound. Steven, extra pass. Marshall, shooting practice. In and out. Loose ball fought for. Akila Bailey couldn't corral it. Hoffer sends it to Ruzinik. Ruzinik trying to split two. Gets the step at the elbow. Kicks it back out. Hoffer from distance. Front iron. Loose ball. Fought for. And comes away with Sego. Picks up the dribble, finds Ruzinik top side, inside. That pass just a little out of the reach for Sego.
Redmond doing his zone defense, and I don't know if that's the right move. but I think if they're going to do that, they got to be quicker with those rebounds. I think the zone opens up a lot more opportunity for gaps, and we know that Royal Crown has been crashing in, but I think a little more quicker feet, and that could definitely benefit them. We're not even seeing too many threes, but I think quickness with those rebounds, and it won't come back and bite you, and they can really reap the rewards of that.
Another Lions turnover on the offensive side. Paige Forgeot with the travel. Rozenik trying to get by Marshall, gets over the timeline. Irvine looking for the whip pass. Here's Sago from the elbow. Off to the right, following in, Liz Shapiro finds Irvine. She drops it in the bucket.
That was perfect.
Bailey picked up by Sago. Draws her back. Sends Steven through. Pouliot, top side, back to Bailey. Bailey attacks the paint. Floater from the mid-range, too strong. Loose ball on the ground. Picked up by Victoria Steven. That comes to Bailey, relocating. Ailey Marshall. Back iron. And Victoria Steven couldn't save it before it touched the paint outside of the playing area. Beata Musa into the game for Paige Forgeot. Rozenik, again picked up by Marshall, works down to the left. Here's Shapiro. Uses that screen, dumps it off. Sago, there's an open shooter in the corner. They finally get it there. Rozenik attacks. Here's Shapiro, left alone. Misses short.
They're definitely playing much, much quicker, and we can even see it. The press isn't as strong, obviously, as it was in earlier quarters for the Lions here, but they are definitely taking good advantage of that and getting some pace before they cross the halfway mark.
Bailey gets to her left. Long strides off glass, no good. Loose ball. Victoria Steven on the ground again. Here's Pouliot. In and out. Musa, offensive rebound. Couldn't connect on the putback. Second chance opportunity, no good. Foul finally called on Musa as she drops the third chance opportunity in the bucket. Hoffer picks up her third.
Irwin's coming to the bench here. I think she got some sort of elbow to the face region there, but
Incidental contact on the both going for the 50-50 ball. Rozenik misses everything. Marshall has the ball, turns the corner. 5-on-4 for the Lions. Quickly, Bloom decides not to enter the ball into the painted area. Ooh, she gets the ball back over the top. Musa, quick move to the basket. Lions ahead, 76-32. Just under 6 minutes to play. Liz Shapiro inside, kicks it out. Rozenik keeps it alive. Swing, swing. Hoffer, three. Good. That one took a long time to come down.
it did. That was a perfect shot right there.
Bloom to Nani. Jab step into the left, gets it to go. $20 points in the contest for Emerald Nani. An early favorite for player of the game as Ailey Marshall forces a backcourt 8-second violation. I felt like that's been coming for a while, the way she's been defending Rozenik, eh?
Yeah, that matchup really is very fantastic. Both of them are such great ball handlers, and they're both so speedy and quick. But, yeah, that was bound to happen to someone soon.
Coach Pat, it was 22. The foul was on 23.
Bailey hands it off to Bloom. Gives it right back. Marshall. Entry pass. Turned over. Rozenik getting Bailey to cross over and then commit the foul. That's what you want to do when you're one-on-one, moving downhill, get your defender to turn around a couple of times. So that's Bailey's second. And Ellie Resnick right now 4 for 6 from the free throw line with 2 more upcoming. Now 5 of 8 from the contest from the charity stripe for Ellie Resnick. Ava Bloom and Akila Bailey playing give and go. Here's Musa. 1 dribble, kicks it out. Marshall, now Pouliot. 10 on the shot clock, over the top, and another 3-second in the key violation. And they're just 1 pass behind getting that entry pass inside.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shekinah Bonnie, Belle Cabella, Rain Marie Luke, and Abigail Solomon come onto the court for the Lions. 4:50 remaining. Rain Marie Luke now tasked with picking up Ellie Resnick. The handoff, Garofalo. Down inside, Xenofontos couldn't handle the heat. Turned over. Luke takes the handoff, finds Bonnie on the near wing. Uses that screen by Cabella into the corner. Solomon drives, gets to the rack all alone off the glass. Now Abigail Solomon's got a pair of points.
Very seamless play right there, very quick, and no errors in that at all. Led to a perfect basket.
Resnick gets downhill, kicks it out. Nice turnaround, Garofalo into the corner. Resnick connects. Rain Marie Luke to Abigail Solomon. Puts the moves on, gets back inside with the right off the glass with some English. She's got that soft touch around the rim.
Right, you can see the Royals definitely wanting to pick up the pace a little bit here in the very last couple of minutes here.
Turnover. Solomon has a lane with 1 closing in. Keeps it high. Oh, that rims around and out. Loose ball. Kept alive by Garofalo. Resnick gets it over the timeline just before the 8 seconds. Working back to the middle of the court. Bonnie couldn't stay with her. Garofalo, or pardon me, Hoffer off the mark. Rain Marie Luke running the court. Elevates. Couldn't connect. Bloom taps it to her. Jump ball. Possession arrow favoring the Lions. Just over 3 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of the first of 2 games on the OSBA's Game of the Week slate. Tonight, coming up next, the Royal Crown Senior Boys taking on Code Academy Cougars in an OSBA East Division matchup. Rain Marie Luke with a nice step through. 8 points in the contest now for Luke. She comes away with the steal. Head man by Shekinah Bonnie, and Luke follows it up with another 2 points.
It's a great amount of aggressiveness right there. You're not getting your hands in there to try to smack it away. She put both hands on the ball immediately and just took it.
DeCristo now picked up by Bonnie. Bonnie keeps pushing her back towards that timeline. Over the top, Xenofontos picked up by Cabella. Sego dials it, finds the bottom. Quincy Sego, 9 points in the game. Shekinah Bonnie, inside out dribble. Ava Bloom attacks with the left. Rain Marie Luke's turn now. 1 dribble into the corner. Jab step. Solomon up and under. Couldn't find the basket there. Here comes DeCristo quickly into the front court. Finds Hoffer. Correction, that's Garofalo. With the turnaround, throws it up. That's knocked out of bounds by Sego. Bonnie uses the screen to get to the right-hand side. Pouliot dials it up. Back iron. Loose ball. Pouliot tracks it down. She'll reset with Bonnie at the top. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Victoria Stevens sets the screen. Bonnie around it. Inside-out dribble. Left hand. No good. Loose ball into the hands of Quincy Sego. She headmans it to Cristo. 1-on-2. Knocked out of bounds. Will go with the Lions. 1:38 to go in regulation. Bonnie, right-hand side at the elbow on the flare screen for Pouliot. Jab step to the middle, tucks it like a football. Had a little more time than I think she realized.
Yeah.
And Abigail Solomon's going to be called for the foul on the reach-in. Xenofontos back to the basket on the wing. Dumps it off to Sego. Now the ball finds Liz Shapiro. Working to the left. Can't shake Pouliot. Oh, gets the second chance, steps in, leaves it short. Xenofontos collects a loose ball, and that's knocked back. Turned over. Redmond have it. DeCristo dials it up off the iron. Solomon finds Marshall. Far side. Solomon thought about it, attacks with the right, gets it to go. 6 points in the quarter for Abigail Solomon. And Redmond throw it away on the inbound pass.
Royal Crown has done a great job of really never letting Redmond shut down the paint as an option for them. Whether it's height advantage, whatever it is, there's always going to be a lane that they're able to find and sneak past these players. And that's definitely been a major contributor as to why the score is how the score is right now.
Bel Cabella to the basket, gets it to go, and that's a loud cheer from the Royal Crown Lions bench. Everybody up on their feet for Bel Cabella's points tonight. Back the other way, Xenofontos gets two. And the Royal Crown Lions should just dribble this one out here. 90-44 as Marshall does, in fact, just dribble it out. Royal Crown remained perfect, moving to 8-0 on the OSBA season, cementing their place atop the Eastern Division with a dominant 90-44 victory. Haley Hopkinson will have the interview with the player of the game in just a few short minutes, so don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
of the game. If you didn't hear, Emerald Nanny, our player of the game after a 20-point performance. Emerald, you started off so hot in that first quarter right there. How did you feel coming into this game and in this matchup?
Well, I was just excited to play another game. You know, each game is like another opportunity for us to show our talents, and so we warmed up. I was dancing in the warm-ups, and so I just felt like it would be a good game.
Right, and we're early into January here. I just overheard you say new year, new you. So how are you feeling with basketball in 2026, and where do you kind of want to take your game?
Well, this new year I really wanted to focus on being aggressive and just being able to like reach my potential. And so, yeah, starting off this new year, I just really wanted to hone in on being aggressive and getting better.
And then to start off in that first quarter, you played so fantastic. The team was a little bit not how we usually see you guys come out of those games. So what was kind of the message in between those two quarters right there to shift it and really kick it into high gear?
Well, every game, no matter who the opponent is, we have to focus on playing to our standard. And our standard is always playing the best defense, playing the best basketball. And so we made sure to voice that as we went into the next quarter.
And then you guys have some injuries right now. Chance Berry not playing, and Johanna Fami, of course. New addition with Paige 4J, though. What's kind of been the new team dynamic coming into a game like this one and preparation? Does much change, or is it kind of just sticking to what you guys know?
I guess our principles are the same. Our standards are the same. It doesn't matter. We're happy to have Paige, and we're making sure that we're making her feel welcome, helping her with plays whenever she's lost. And concerning not having Johanna and Chance, we know that they're still part of the team, and their impact is still there, even if it's not exactly on the court.
Right.
It's through cheering, it's through giving us tips and advice. And so, you know, it doesn't matter who's in, who's out. Everybody should be ready to step up no matter what game.
And then coming away from this one, we know you guys have some big games coming up. What's kind of been the overall message just early after this one that kind of needs to be cleaned up? What's the kind of wish to go forward from this game?
Well, we just want to clean up our turnovers, making sure we're getting every rebound, every possession. Us bigs working on our ceiling and making sure we're not getting called on three in the keys.
Right.
Guards passing, and so we have a big week of basketball coming up, so we really want to make sure that everything is tight and we're limiting turnovers, and yeah.
Right, well, congratulations on a great game, 20 points for you. A massive win here for Royal Crown, and stick with us. We've got our second game of the week coming up. The Royal Crown men take on Code Academy. Stick with us and don't go anywhere.
Thank you.